Welcome to Hampshire Passive House. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to give you a little talk about some of the key features of the house and illustrate some of those with a bit of a walk around.
So a little bit of background is that we're sitting here in Hampshire Passive House. It's on the south coast of England. It's between Chichester and Portsmouth on the Chichester Harbour. We chose it because the site was a brownfield site in a well-developed town with all the local facilities, and we knew we wouldn't have to get in a car to get a bottle of milk. We're also keen sailors, and we can walk to the coast in about 2 or 3 minutes.
We've been living here for 5 years now. It's summer and the house is beautifully comfortable, and that's thanks to some great natural ventilation design with cross-flow, some good thermal mass, and lots of good careful solar shading.
So come with us and we'll show you around a little bit.
We've protected the south-facing windows with a sunshade in the courtyard. And then to get lots of nice cool air into the space, we have big sliding doors. And then to get safe and secure ventilation in the evenings and even during the day when you're not at home, we have the classic inward opening window. And then to boost it all on a really hot day, we have a stack effect at the top of the stair.
So I just wanted to take a couple of seconds to talk to you about the air tightness strategy for Hampshire Passive House. This is the wall build-up in total. It's nearly 450 millimetres of total thickness of wall. The structural element and the air tightness layer is cross-laminated timber, and that was all prefabricated in the factory and installed on site. It took about 4 days to get the whole structure of the house up, and we were watertight at the end of week 1, which was great for speeding up the site activities. Here's the air tightness layer. Then the space here is 280 millimetres of insulation, high performance insulation, on which we've put battens, counter battens and some Siberian large rain screen cladding. And here we have, like most passive houses, a small plant room in the heart of the house. In the back here we have the hot water cylinder, and that's fed from solar thermal panel on the roof. We also have the MVHR. This is a great little unit, metal ductwork, very nice and quiet. You can live with it. It's on all the time, but you barely hear it. Also, we have a number of the electrical installations, including we've got solar electric on the roof, so that there you can see you've got the inverter panels there. Up above me, this is the one room in the house that we haven't put a ceiling in quite yet, but helpfully you can see the domestic hot and cold water pipework and how they're all continuously and fully insulated, and that's quite a critical part of building a passive house as well.
So what's it like to live in a passive house? It's fabulous. It's always warm in the winter, it's cool in the summer, it's fantastically fresh, and it's lovely and quiet because of all of the insulation and the high performance glazing. We love it. We've been monitoring the performance and use, the energy performance. It continues every year to perform better than we expected it to. We also monitor the air quality, and again, those are fantastic numbers, very low CO2 levels and very few pollutants. It just works fantastically well.
So clearly Passive House is great in terms of carbon in use,
but we're also interested in design terms in embodied carbon. That's important to us as well, and drove a number of the decisions we made for the design of the build. So we have calculated the embodied carbon as well for the build, and much more information is available on embodied carbon and details of the job, including key suppliers, etc., in Passive House Plus magazine. I think it's issue 33. We hope you've enjoyed this mini tour and that you have many more happy tours around passive houses this open day.
Thanks for joining us. Bye now.
Cheerio.